Guys, great. We are live now. I am Edu Ribeiro. Thank you for everyone to be here. And I'm starting playing a solo that I did. The link for the chart is below the video, and we're gonna talk about it on this little masterclass. Hello, people. Okay. Uh, this was the solo that I put the link below. Call it Nene. Nene is an important drummer, Brazilian drummer that I love, and he's the one that take the Brazilian rhythms and put a lot of special techniques from drum set from these rhythms. If you have um, if you have the rhythm that we are playing here is baião. I think the most famous Brazilian rhythm is the samba that most probably everybody knows that kind of rhythm in 2/4, 1 2 1 2. You have the surdo that you imitate with the boot, the surdo, the bass drum. cross stick. And you have the pandero, that the name is in English is tambourine. That we try to imitate with or hi-hat with the right hand. But for today, I prepared a lot of baião. It's a different rhythm from Brazil. Also in 2/4, but the difference between that is the low part, besides to be just 1, 2, 1, 2. On the first tempo, you have the first note and the fourth 60 notes, like tac, 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 dois, dois, pim, 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 pim. And we play a kind of instrument that is a bumba, that you have the low part with a stick and the up part, the high part with a very thin stick that you play the high pitch sounds like that. I try to imitate that with the low part with my bass drum and the high part, my left hand on cross stick like that. On this solo, I put a kind of paradiddle to do a different kind of grooves from baião, like that. You have the baião. On the fifth bar, we have the same groove played with right hand on cymbal. So, if you have to play a baião, we can play the small pattern, the cymbal pattern. We have a different pattern from baião that a little melodic with tone and surdo, like that. Going forward, on bar 19, we have a kind of solo. I wrote that piece for play two drummers, me and Nene, that the guy that I put I dedicate that chart. And here I put two drummers soloing, and here for now I have to make two solos, like first drummer and second drummer, and it's hard to do to sound different for yourself. And I try to play for the first drummer like rhythmic, and for the second drummer like making phrase. And if I have a lot of different kind of patterns of baião, I can do one pattern, one phrase, a different pattern, a different phrase, like that. lot of different patterns of baião for you to check to try to do that. Well, going forward, the next groove that we have is a groove that's so melodic. We play we play we play double strokes on fourth tone, double strokes on small tone, and repeat that one. It's melodic with the tones, but sounds like a rhythm for me. That the name is maracatu. Maracatu is played on the streets, and like as the most of part of Brazilian drum rhythms, there is a snare pattern like that. There's a low tone, they call it all fire, that plays something that some pattern as this one. And there is a agogo bell that plays something like that, a very very particular pattern that we call it gongue, like that. And it's so hard to put together like that. Okay, a little problem. That's no problem. And for this one, I just put the alfaya for the tones, and I mix that with the bass drum of samba like that. Try to imitate the fire with the tones. And I try to put this gongue on my high cymbal like that. I can switch that rhythm too, playing something like that. With the bar 43, 44, with the bar 45, we have a different kind of maracatu that is a little bit softer, that we put the alfaya for the tone, but without the bass drum. And you have this. Okay, Deputy, feel the volume of his voice is too low. My voice is better now. Okay, and for the solo, I just show all the rhythms, all the patterns, and I think that the good thing that we have to try to do is try to sound like two drummers. One of them that play the rhythms, one of them play phrase. And I think that is a good thing to do. Try to practice 4 bars and 4 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 16 bars and 16 bars. Okay? Oh, thank you. I have to switch that. Harry song. My voice is better now. I'm not going to sing. No, no, don't worry about that. Just to try to do that. When you learn different patterns of some rhythm, I think a good thing to try to do is try to swallowing with the rhythm. Okay, like just I put here different patterns and try to switch the pattern like that. So if you have it, we can try to play that against to making phrase with technical styles of different things like that. So I think that is a good practice to do, trying to sound two drums at the same time. I think that is a good time to see the questions. Speed comes from a relaxed. Okay. In order, in order. Okay, my voice is good now. Hello. Beautiful Colorado. Kim from Australia. Oh, guys, thank you for watching. UK, midnight here. Joe, thank you, man. Bombonato. Okay. Very much good to say the sounds mixed between Rumba, Clave, and Baião. Yes, the rhythm from Brazil and Cuba, you can mix it every time. You have that? It is a Baião. But if you take off the first time, the first tempo, the first hit of the bumbo, like dois, 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 dois. You have the tumbao rhythm from the salsa. Baião, salsa. So if I play the cáscara, they are so mixed, and I love that thing that you can do. You can mix it any rhythm from the end part of the word, and I think that is good. Actually, Guaganco and Baião, nice. Can't complain. Okay, why not? I'm a traditional Greek guy too. Edu gets my vote. Oh, thank you. Boa noite, Edu. Boa noite para todos de Curitiba, Paraná. E aí, Sandro? Mass Great Phil, thank you. PDF here. Also plays with Chico Pinheiro. Yes, I'm playing there. Can you get the volume a little higher? I can barely hear you talking, but now it's okay. Seleção marca tu, M. Okay, yes, I'm enjoying course. Okay, thank you. Mr. Ribeiro, please. How to develop high speed on the right hand for fast high on samba? Miguel Antonio de Vincenzo. Miguel, for me, I used to play a lot of time in the nightclubs, playing different tempos, not just fast tempos, but for a long time. And I think that that issue is much more about the endurance than just for the speed, just to the speed, because you have to play a lot of time with a kind of consistency with the sound. And I think if you just try to play this is just technique, and you have to have it first. Make some endurance with that. But after you have that, you have to try to do some music with that. And I always suggest three different ways to play that. First one, when you think about some clave with your left hand like that. Try to play that without any accent in your right hand like that. After that, you have to try to play with a little accent just on the tempo, on the first 16 notes of each tempo, like that. It's going to make some air for your. It's a little bit. It's a little bit softer to your hip to do that, and you have to try to play all the accent on the left hand in your right hand, in your hi-hat, like that. So you can play both with the same accent. Or you can split that, playing some accent on the hi-hat, some accent on your left hand, like that. And so when you think that, we are not just trying to do this thing, you are thinking all the rhythm and the complete rhythm. I think that's better to make your left hand, your right hand, playing a little bit softer and a little bit not so tired. Okay, and I like to when you have these 3 or 4 ways to play with this accent, I love to switch that when I'm playing like that. No accent. Same accent that I use in hi-hat, I can use in my high cymbal too. Miguel Antonio de Vicenzo. Okay. Kia ora from New Zealand. Speed comes from a relaxed wrist. Okay, it's that. It's just that. More relaxed you are, more speed you again. And I can't say your name. It's so hard to me to read your name. But I can say too that speed is the opposite about your level. Because if you have this level of sound, but when I'm getting faster, I start to play a little more relaxed. Say you are more speed you again. Yes. Seems counterintuitive at the first, but this is pretty much the most important thing in attempting speed. How can I develop hand and feet independence with difficult rhythms? Cash Globe. Okay. The Brazilian rhythms, I know that is so hard. The coordination. So if you have the most of the rhythms, the subdivision is 60 notes. You have the tempo. I think the first thing that you have, just try to play 60 notes, even 60 notes on left hand, on right hand, and try to hit with the left hand on anyone or everyone, just on the first. After that, you can play a kind of clave of Brazilian rhythm, like that. After you have it, you can try to put your foot as a samba. But it's hard to do that too. First thing to do, try to play this pattern of samba with your your right hand, like that. After that, you can try to play a clave. Any phrase that I do imitating a pseudo, imitating a tambourine, came from the 60 notes, like that. Another coordination that you have to have on independence is try to play syncopa against the 60 note. And you think in this tempo, you have the syncopa. Syncopa against the 8th note. I'm sorry. Sorry about my bad English. Right hand syncopa. Left hand, 8 notes. And the opposite I can play the left hand with syncopa and the eighth note with my right hand, like that. 1, 2, syncopa. So, when you try to play a chachado or kind of baião, more complicated if you try to play with the same syncopa, different 60 notes, like the first one, you can play different kind of claves with your left hand. You have the middle on the snare and the high pitch here, making some clave like that. And try to do the same thing with your foot, with your bass drum like that. That is, you can do the same just with 60 notes alternated on your snare. And you can switch all the rhythms, like baião, you can play alternate and you can play with the syncopa. Sound that is a little easy to play alternated, but it can sound like a military sound like that. I love to do a kind of buzz roll, but not long, short. Sometimes when you go to the streets, you can see people playing like that, and I used to take my sticks with these fingers like that to have this sound. Okay, I think to start with the coordination, with the independence, is good. Try just thinking about 60 notes with different members, different parts of your body. Please, how to develop high speed on the right foot and the right hand for fast right samba. We just talked about it. Joyce, Glasgow. Hola, Edu. Thanks for doing this. My pleasure. John Bailey, how are you, man? How do you tune your bass drum? I use to tune my bass drum so high pitch. I'm using a small one, 18, 14, and I like to put it so tighty. Sometimes I put an F here, and I try to put an F on bass drum too. But maybe today is not this because for a long time that this drum is put it here. I didn't turn it today, but it's so tight. There is nothing on the muffin, no pillow, no tile, and so high pitch. Hey Edu, hey Kay. I like mixing partido alto with rumba clave. Oh, I have to try to do that. Baião reminds me of some of the rhythms from Senegal also. Oh, I would love to know about the rhythms of Senegal. I don't know, Joe. And I don't know how you can show me, but I would love to know that. Ohad Lusingham, so cool. Thank you for sharing. My pleasure. My pleasure. Bass drum out to be turned according to the key of the song. Yes, sometimes in recordings, most of people records, I do that, not just the bass drum, but all the drum set. But usually I don't do that. I have a tuning. Sometimes I'm playing some tune that is not sounding good. It's not sounding good. I will change, but I'm not do it. I'm not did it. I'm not doing that on whole the songs. Okay. That bass drum to be Miguel. Thanks a lot. Muito obrigado. Thank you, brother. Can you speak a little bit about clave direction in Brazilian music? I know it exists, but I tend to think it more in terms of Cuban music. Does basic just follow the melodies? Yes, John, is that. We just follow the melody. And if you think about two bars like that, one, two, dois, e dois. And I play this clave. Dois, 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 dois. Now I'm going to start for the second bar. Dois, 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 dois. It's the same thinking about 3-2 or 2-3 clave. And there is no rule, there's nothing that says now on this style you have to play this clave or not. Of course, when you play bossa nova, the melody starts to play more on the tempo, and you can play something more start with the tempo. And the samba is more syncopated, and you can think that it starts more on the air, not on the tempo. 1, 2, 3. Play the different claves starting with the tempo when the melody is so up as syncopated. And so I just think on the same clave, you start on the first bar or in the second bar. And you can just just remember that. Dois, 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 or dois, 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 dois. And the melody and the rhythm of the people is going to play with the guitar in piano and the keyboard, and that is gonna detail you how clave you have to play, what kind of clave you have to play. Would you omit some bass drum kicks on right tempo sometimes? Of course, Ohad. Lustig, man. Sometimes I'm playing with some bass players, and if I play all the time this kind of bass drum, I'm not taking any space to him to play the bass. Sometimes I can play that, but with a kind of feathering bass drum like that. But for tempos. I love to play just the second time on bass drum. Sometimes I play both tempos, 1 and 2. Or when I play with the syncope on left hand, the second tempo on bass drum is very good for that, like that. I'm gonna play the same thing a little slower. I hope it helps you, but I always take out some bass drum kicks on high tempos. WT, Phil, John Bell, hi, good question. Guys, obrigado, eu. Do you have any exercise you use to develop your touch that you can recommend? Mauricio Rodrigues. He's a Brazilian name, Mauricio Rodrigues. Okay, your touch is the most important thing that you can pay attention. And of course, you have to have a good technique, but you have to listen you. When I try to play a very complicated groove like that, understand and try to play the coordination. After that, I have to make the sound better and mix the sound. I think good technique is not just speed or power. Good technique is to be able to change your sound any moment without lose the tempo, without lose the intention, without lose the articulation. So I think the exercise that you can do is that try to play in different tempo, different dynamics, but with the same intention, like that. I love the sound of this grip. I love the sound of the articulation. I know that there is a different kinds of different ways to play that, like push and pull, like muller, and I also practice that. But I love the sound of this articulation with my wrist and my fingers. And I think you have to find some. You have to find your technique, that the sound that you really like. People ask me a lot about different ways to play, different techniques, especially to play the fast samba, like push and pull, like Mahler. And my answer is, you have to know the sound that the that this technique gives you. If you like the sound, go forward to discover it and to get this sound. But I think that's the most important thing that you have to do to develop your touch and your sound. Clemens, muito obrigado. Rolling Oats, do you play flat-footed on the bass drum? Yes, sometimes flat-footed, sometimes I put my leg a little up too. But for me, it's the same thing that I think about my wrists. If I'm playing just softly, I can put my wrist here. If I start I can put more. I have to take it from here. And if I'm playing slowly, is that okay? But if I need speed, I have to take out a little. It's the same with my foot, okay? I just avoid to use my leg to have a hit. Sometimes, of course, when you have and you need very, very powerful sound, I will put my leg, but it makes me tired with my back. My brother, what do you think of Tamba Trio and Elcio Milito as a drummer? Or what about Dom Romão? I love that guys. Elcio Milito, he used to play the Tamba drums. Tamba Trio, Tamba is a name of his drum that he used to play and with brush, but make some melodic melodies with the Tamba. Beautiful sound. And Dom, I love the way that they started. They discovered a way to play Brazilian jazz, Brazilian music. And Dom, I love this trick that he always used like that. Kind of flush between both drums here. I love them. I love Edson Machado, Milton Banana. Great. Can you discuss or demonstrate all-time samba rhythms such as 3/4 and 7/8? Of course. And wow, 1/7. I think the best way to discuss it is know about some samba or any different rhythms in 7/8 or in 3/4. 3/4 samba, the most famous that I remember came at my head now is Cravo e Canela from Milton Nascimento. Same kind of clave, but you have to put this clave on 3 tempos. When you don't have a pack tack 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 tack, but pack 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 tack tack. Now you have pack tack tack pack pack tack pack pack tack pack pack. So if you have 2. I will quit the last one. Check the song. Milton Nascimento, Cravo e Canela. The melody is a clave. For the 7/8, I think if you have 2/4, 2 bars for 2/4, tac 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 tac, you have 8/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take off the last 8 notes for the second bar, and you're gonna have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, down. 1 e 2 e 1 e 2, 1, and the clave is going to be tac, 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 boom, tac, 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 tac. Or if you think in the clave, start in the air, 1, in the air, 1, 2, tac, 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 like that. For the bass drum, you can play, you can think, pak, chikutum, chikutak, chikutum, pak, chikutum, chikutak, chikutum. Song in 7/8. My recommendation is Tacho from Renato Pascoal. Tacho and Renato Pascoal. You can find it on Slave Mass and the Slave Mass, the album from Renato. And Cravo e Canela, you're gonna find it on Clube da Esquina 2 from Milton Nascimento e Lobo Assis. Okay, love your Rumba Clave Mix. Thank you. Brian Felding, how are you, my brother? Thank you for being here. Clems, Marky, how to play samba with bursts. I do the same that I do with the sticks on my right hand. You remember when I said that you have to make accents here? For the burst, you have to have these accents here. And for your left hand, there's two ways that is so basic and works very good. The first one is circular, thinking about 8 notes like that. Or you can thinking about, I don't know the word in English. I don't know any word in English, but when you clean up your glass on your car, I don't know the name of this, but it's just that. And thinking about 16 notes, like 1 E, A, 2 E, A, 1 E, A, 2 E, A, 1 E, A. And I think like that. 1 E, A, 2 E, A, 1 E, A, 2. The opposite for the hands, like that. 1 E, A, 2 E, A. And you can switch. You can use the circular one or this one. Okay. A lot of gringos are often told to start on the beat, but the Herald's Brazil, it seems to be way hipper to start with the more syncopated bar first. Yes, John, but how I said, it depends about the melody of the music and about what is playing with the another musician. But of course, it's much more syncopated when you start with the air. And about the melodies, if you think about João Bosco, that's a great composer. All of his music is a kind of partido alto, all of not, but a bunch of music that works that he composed. The melody is so syncopated, like pop. I'm starting always on the air, on the last 16 notes. Chico Buarque used to have a lot of syncopated sound like I can play on the tempo. It's so against the melody. Can you do a short demo of rhythm carimbó AT feel? There is a rhythm from the Northeast. In the Northeast, I know a lot of frevo. But I'm not a specialist about carimbó, and I owe you an explanation about carimbó. Okay, I know that it's a fast rhythm, but maybe I don't want to show something that's not right for you. I'm so sorry. WT Phil. John Bailey. The push-pull thing reminds me Ramon Montagne. He's amazing. He's crazy and he's an amazing drummer. Very impressive and informative. Thank you from Colorado. Thank you, Jim. I'm from Cuba and I really love the album you have recorded with Paquito Higuera. I love Paquito and love this album too. Thank you so much. What pattern do you play in fast samba your right hand? Can you please slow tempo? Thank you very much. Pavey. On the fast samba, sometimes I try to play the tambourine clave, both hands like that. And if I play the same, I just can complete with a little bit more 16 notes on my right hand like that. And sometimes I play in this fast tempo a syncopa here. That the snare is doing on the score of samba. And you have the tambourine playing. And you have to try to imitate both just with one drummer. And the syncopa makes the imitation of the snare very good like that. I will answer more 2 questions from here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I sent 60 notes, Pelv. You have always to thinking about the accents. What is the name of the album? Murilo put here. Thank you, Murilo. Slave Mass. Cansamento play. Yes, Murilo. Thank you. The song is called Tacho. John Biden, Tutuca da Fonseca is amazing. Of course, that is a great book. There is a book that I love too. The name is O Batuque é Privilégio, from Oscar Bolão, The Music of Rio de Janeiro. O Batuque é Privilégio. I think Murilo is going to type. No, I can type it for you guys. No, I can't type. I can't type because I don't have this possibility. Very sick that Bruce Spartan. Very sick that Bruce. Oh, wait, fight. I love the Bruce. We have to take one of this masterclass, whole one, just to talk about the drummers. Wonderful to hear. Do go this written on the drum set. Thank you, Ellie Harrison. I'm not a drummer. And then, yes, you are a drummer. I want to see you playing. I want to watch your music, to listen your music. Thank you. Can't find any good information about the written carimbó. You'll find that. Sérgio Gomes is very good também. O batuque é um privilégio. Maurício type here. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I put the charts. I have 2 charts, Nenê solo and a lot of Baião possibilities to play this rhythm. I love to be here today, and I hope it helps you to play a little Brazilian music. That things that we talked here, a lot of them, but not everything is on the course in Open Studio, but there is a different rhythms, different explanations that you can check it there. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Rachel, how are you, Rachel? You are here?